Alright, for number 4, we have to find the first differences to see if it's linear or nonlinear, and if it is linear, we have to find an equation that relates this with this. And then based on that, we have to extrapolate the relation to predict the outcome for the 7th step. Okay, so when we have one house, we have, this is called a segment, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 segments. When we have two houses stuck together, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 segments. When we have 3, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so what's the first difference between 11 and 6? It's 5. 16 minus 11, it's also 5. That means the 16, and for the fourth one, when we have 4 houses, that means we'll have 21. Because 16 plus 5 is 21. And what's the first difference between these two? It's 21 minus 16, which is 5. So that's how you know we did this right. Okay, so since the first differences are the same, therefore this relation is linear. And since it's linear, we have to find an equation that relates this with this. So let's let h equal number of houses. Then let's also let s equal to number of segments. Okay, so we have to somehow relate this with this. Well, we know that for every house we add 5 more segments. So that means s has to equal 5h. Okay, so does this work? When we plug in 1 here, when we only have one house, we get 5 times 1, which is 5. But here it says there's 6 segments. So that means when we have to add plus 1. And what happens? We get 6, right? Now, does this work for the second one? What happens when we plug in h equals 2? We get 5 times 2, which is 10, plus 1, which is 11. So it works for this one as well. Now, just in case, when we have to check for when we have 3 houses to see if this works as well. So when we plug in h equals 3, we get 5 times 3, which is 15, plus 1, which is 16. So it works for all 3 cases. Okay, so far this equation is correct. And now we have to use this equation to predict how many segments are there when we have 7 houses stuck together. So that's when h equals 7. And when we plug this in, we get s equals to 5 times 7 plus 1. S equals to 5 times 7 is 35, plus 1 is 36. And what's s? S is the number of segments. So therefore, when we have 7 houses, there are 36 segments.